Gavin Hewitt reports on the government's bitter struggle to prevent Mr Gorbachev's policies of glasnost taking hold. And before that, we have an extra programme, comedy from Peckham with Dell and Rodney, and Only Fools and Horses. Now, the news on BBC One with Michael Burke at 9 o'clock.
Good evening. Much of the BBC has been on strike today. According to the unions, 18,000 of the corporation's staff of 25,000 have supported a one-day stoppage over a pay claim. It wiped out nearly all live programmes on television and radio and has severely affected news broadcasts. The BBC has offered its staff a 7% increase. The unions want 16% and say there may be another strike later this week.
Every area is picketed, everyone is solid, and their message is, we're going to win together.
From breakfast time to Wogan, from today to PM, live programmes were hit as staff stayed away. They want 16%, much less, they say, and the BBC will lose its staff to rival, richer broadcasters.
They know they can't attract journalists, they know they can't attract engineers. If they want to continue to be able to make the same standard of programming that's associated with the BBC, they have to pay the going rate.
Mr Chetland, the Director General, and Mr Burt, the Deputy Director General, have both stated publicly that they are a low-pay organisation with, in inverted commas, job satisfaction. The problem with job satisfaction is it doesn't pay the milk bills, it doesn't pay the mortgage rates, and that's part of the problem they've got.
Strikers are angered by what they see as big increases for the men at the top, but the BBC says that's a misreading of the figures, and the corporation, now on an income firmly linked to prices, says it has to live within its budget.
This year, the licence fee went up by a figure less than 6% with effect from the 1st of April. The whole of the World Service, the whole of the Open University Production Centre is similarly constrained in its income. So we're talking about an organisation whose income is going up by less than 6%.
With the BBC adamant tonight there's no more money, this stoppage ends at midnight. But the unions don't rule out more to come.
The diplomatic rift between Britain and South Africa deepened tonight as Mrs Thatcher expressed her great concern about allegations that the Pretoria government has been supplying arms to terrorists in Northern Ireland. The row follows the arrests of 3 loyalists in Paris on Friday. They're alleged to have been trying to sell secret information about the blowpipe anti-aircraft missile to South Africa in exchange for arms. Pik Botha, the South African foreign minister, has denied that his government supplies weapons